Hey guys, it's me, Imani. I'm actually filming pretty early in the morning. Right now it's 10:57 and I think the lighting's so much better in my video, but I'm kind of liking this lighting, so I might start filming earlier in the morning. So today's video is going to be tips on babysitting because I recently started babysitting and it's a great way to make some extra money or just to spend time with kids if you like spending time with kids, which I definitely do. And I know at the beginning I started watching different videos and looking online for some babysitting tips, so I thought it'd be helpful just to give some tips to anyone who's looking to start babysitting. So the first tip is obviously to get yourself out there. My building has a website that when I put a post, everyone gets the emails, and so I started receiving emails from different people in my building. I live in a city in an apartment building, so it's harder to go like house to house or put neighborhood flyers that everyone can see. So I decided to put an email, but if you do live in a building as well, you can make flyers, preferably put a picture of yourself, give a description saying how old you are, what your rates are going to be, and I'll get into rates later. And then you can hand it to your front desk person and they can pass it around, or you can just hang it up. However, it's easier to get information around in your building. Second, before you start babysitting, just make sure that if you have a family friend or anyone in your family, your relatives that have young kids, try babysitting them first. You could do it either for free because it's your family, or if they want to pay you, they can, just so you have experience with someone that you do know before you start babysitting, because you don't want to go into babysitting without having taken care of kids at all. So just make sure you do have some experience. Know your limits. I went to a babysitting interview because the family wanted to meet me and ask me some questions, and they had a 4-month-old. So make sure before you meet the family, or when you do meet the family, ask them how old your kids are, because I know that I don't personally feel comfortable handling a 4-month-old by myself because I haven't done that before. So make sure you know your age range. I usually do from either 2 and up, 3 and up, because I know I can handle 2 and up, and some people are going to ask you to change diapers, and if you don't know how to do that, don't do that either. So just make sure you know your limits when it comes to babysitting. But just do know that most families are going to want to meet you in advance, and that's totally okay. So if they ask you questions, make sure you answer them honestly, because carry a notebook around. I just use my planner. I just use my marble planner, and in the back there's a space where you can write notes. So I write the name of each kid that I'm babysitting and what apartment they're at, their parents' phone numbers, and then I usually have notes. For example, they usually have to be in bed by 7:30 to 8. They like to play with their friend who's across from them. They like coloring and running. Or a different child, they like to sleep between 2 and 4. They like to be strolled around, likes to be outdoors. So keep a notebook in handy. It also shows the family that you care for their child as much as they do, and parents love knowing that the babysitter really is caring about their child's well-being. It shows that you're organized, and parents like that too. So carry a notebook around, and it also helps you remember specific needs. Okay, so for rates, it depends. It usually depends how old you are as well and your experience. So you can either go from $5 to $10. Sometimes parents know what they like to pay, and they pay you per hour. So I babysitted for 2 hours and I got $20. So it depends. Also, if the family likes you a lot. Some extra things you can do: you can clean around the house or have the child help you clean around the house. I usually wash the dishes for the family, clean up the table, but don't go through their personal stuff. That's a huge no-no. Don't go through their family's personal things or move things around. But just cleaning sometimes may be nice, and sometimes a kid likes to help you put things away. But if they're in bed and you know that they're safe, then you can wash the dishes, and families tend to pay extra for that, and plus it's just a nice little thing to do. I know the sun's going away. Come back. I need you. I need that good lighting though. Well, again, just quickly, going back to rates, really does depend. You can look online for specific rates. I would typically say around $7 per hour. Families have been paying me $10 per hour, but I haven't specifically said you have to pay me $10 per hour, but that's what they like to pay me. For each child, you generally want to raise it about $2. So say you're getting $7 per hour for one kid. If they have 2 kids, you can do $9 per hour, and that's generally a good rule of thumb. But do talk to the family, and if they have more kids, then keep increasing it per hour, because it is harder to take care of more kids. So make sure with the family you either text or email them consistently. I started out with emailing a bunch of parents, and then they texted me better because it was easier to keep in contact. So make sure you have a good way to keep in contact with the parents. After you finish babysitting, the parents come back home, let them know how the day went. You can give them a quick rundown, even if it didn't go that well, if the kid was being like not really cooperating, or if it went smoothly. Parents like to know that you do care about their kid, and they just like to, especially when being away from their kid, they like to get little updates. And you can also text them consistently, but don't text them too much, because you do want to be paying attention to the kid. But if the kid did something really cute, or like something nice, or there's like a nice thing that you guys made together, you can let the parents know. You can have like a little bucket of maybe coloring books, different action figures, games that you think, or download some games on your phone. I have downloaded some games on my phone that I know that some of the kids I babysit like to play, like princess makeup games, or just like different. Sorry, that's the music of the game that was playing, but make sure you just have some games in the handy to keep the kid occupied. So I hope you guys all liked this video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up or let me know down below. Also, let me know any videos that you want to see from me in the future, and if you like my content, I really appreciate if you hit the subscribe button, but you obviously don't have to, but it is free, and people do tend to like free things. Oh, and tell me if you're liking this background as well, because I've been trying to play around with like a blue, grayish theme background, so tell me if you're liking that. And thank you guys so much for watching, and stay awesome.
Before you came round, my heart would never beat much faster. Before you came round,